hold it. Up.
At the ASPCA, we search and rescue the most vulnerable animals in America, whether they're trapped and scared during a natural disaster or being abused and neglected by a cruel owner. Your $19 monthly gift will help us rescue the innocent animals who could die if we don't get to them in time. Please visit joinaspca.org or call this toll-free number and sign up now to help save animals. Just 63 cents a day helps rescue animals who are in distress right now.
I don't even know how to describe it. I didn't think I was ever going to see him again.
We urgently need your support so we can rescue more animals who are stranded, alone, or suffering right now.
Please donate to the ASPCA. Every single dollar is so well spent and so much needed.
Go online or call with your monthly gift in the next 10 minutes, and we'll send you this free membership kit with a magazine subscription, the photo of a rescued animal, and you'll also receive this limited edition Animal Champion t-shirt. But please act now because animals are suffering.
To all of the supporters that helped the ASPCA do this life-saving work, we couldn't do this work without you.
Sign up right now, and you can say you've helped save an animal's life today. Go online or call now.
I'm all about my bed.
This mattress is dangerously comfortable.
When I get in, I literally say, ah.
Meet the Leesa mattress, a better place to sleep. The Leesa mattress is designed to provide strong support, relieve pressure, and optimize airflow to keep you cool. Read our reviews, then try the Leesa mattress in your own home. Order during our fall mattress sale and save. For a limited time, get $150 off and free shipping too. Sale prices are available right now. Go to buyleesa.com today.
You need this bed.
And welcome back, everyone, to our coverage here on the Weather Channel of the aftermath of Hurricane Michael and just the aerials here from Panama City. Just incredible. You take a look at the billboard peeled off, a lot of roofs, homes that have been pulled off as well. And a lot of times, especially when you get a view from the air, you can certainly see just how prolific a storm is. And that's been the case with Hurricane Michael. But certainly when we saw the meteorological stats, no reason to doubt the damage that it would do. And Panama City was really one of those places right near the eye. We had the western eye wall in Panama City, and so we had intense winds there that were gusting 116 miles an hour. Eventually, the anemometer, the wind meter there, ended up failing. So it's conceivable the winds could have been higher than that. It just stopped reporting after 116 miles an hour. But my goodness, those images, you just shake your head in disbelief of what's happened there, right? There's so many different places you'll see examples of that, whether it's intense wind damage or surge damage or severe weather as a result or flooding. Just every hurricane has a different personality. And I think this one, because of its winds, because of its surge, how it was, intensifying as it came in, that we're going to maximize almost all the impacts from this one. That's for sure. And right here in East Point, we've had surge in parts of US 98. They've been washed out because of storm surge here. But it's hit and miss as far as the damage here. We're a little bit farther away from the center than the farther west you go. The farther west you go, about 70 miles from here, that's where the actual eye made landfall. This is damage 70 miles away. It's pretty intense stuff, that's for sure. And I mean, major repair jobs will have to be done here, as this is down to just one lane, and you actually can't get all the way over towards, say, the St. Mark's area or up toward Tallahassee down this route. It's just not available to you at this point because, parts of it are cut out, just like this is, unfortunately. So maybe a little bit of time before, you can actually find a roadway to get yourself in or out of here. They may actually bring quite a few helicopters in to bring some supplies into some of these areas. But ultimately, the weather is nicer today. You look out there at the water and just imagine what it was doing yesterday when we had just incredible amount of storm surge, 14 feet of storm surge in some locations here in Florida. Now you look at it, there's barely a ripple in that water right now. Just amazing what Mother Nature can do over the course of just a short period of time, how violent it can be, or how tranquil it can be at this point, and that's what we're dealing with today. I want to take you a little bit farther inland now because we know Michael is leaving a long path of impacts, and that includes up into Fayetteville, North Carolina. Our Justin Michaels is there.
So many people are still having to deal with Hurricane Michael, now Tropical Storm Michael, as it rolls through the Carolinas and into Virginia. And here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, they basically were spared. And for people here, that means a lot, because it was just about a month ago they had to deal with Hurricane Florence and immense flooding because of that storm. And 2 years before that, this part of the country was inundated with water again during Hurricane Matthew. So many people were scared, didn't know what was going to happen because of all the devastation happening on the Florida coast because of Hurricane Michael. Is that going to come here, was the thought. So what did they do? They shut down city government here in Fayetteville. They shut down county government here in Cumberland County, North Carolina. And they also closed school districts across much of North Carolina out of an abundance of caution because of what this place has gone through over the last couple years when it comes to severe weather. So as far as severe weather goes and potential tornadic activity, there is a tornado watch in effect in Fayetteville, North Carolina through 9 o'clock tonight. And there's also a flash flood warning in place. So though Michael is pushing through and pushing to the northeast, there is still a threat, a potential for life-threatening weather that could be associated with Michael. So definitely don't let your guard down and make sure you're paying attention to the Weather Channel throughout the night. In Fayetteville, North Carolina, Justin Michaels, the Weather Channel.
And so, you see that we're going to have results of either wind, rain, severe weather, surge, all the way up into the Carolinas. It's just amazing to see everything that will happen with this hurricane as it, eventually, will weaken to just a fizzled low at some point. We call it a post-tropical low at some point. It'll just dissolve itself eventually. But what an amazing legacy this will have, and I have no doubt that the name Michael will ultimately be retired because of what's happened to so many places here in Florida, considering just how high the winds were, that we were on the precipice of Category 5 making landfall, and all the destruction that you've seen. You've seen the images on your television today, folks. You can draw the conclusions for yourself. But we know that there are places that are going to take a long time to recover. That'll include Mexico Beach. Today, we're getting a much clearer picture of what happened there. We've got a lot of pictures from the sky showing us the scope of the damage there. And just amazing to think that there are homes that are no longer even there. It almost looks like a tornado came in and cleared them right off of their foundation. Homes have been moved a block or two inland. Businesses that have been moved a block or two inland. But also what's interesting is you can tell how well built a home is and ones that may have been older, built before the stronger building codes. Because some homes look like they're perfectly intact. Up on stilts, concrete pilings, concrete construction. They've got, roof tie downs. They've got excellent roof construction with low overhangs, small overhangs. Just amazing to think that you can actually fend off a hurricane if you build smart. That's for sure. Hey, well, I hope you can stick around. We come back. We're going to talk a lot more about the impacts of Michael. And also the newest advisor will be coming in shortly. Stick around for that right here on the Weather Channel.
Cockroaches. You spend a fortune on exterminators and sprays trying to keep them away. Stop the creepy cockroach nightmare and call the doctor. Roach Doctor, the amazing roach bait that kills and rids your home of nasty roaches. Just a couple of dabs of the Roach Doctor roach attracting formula does the trick. Simply place in the cracks and crevices roaches love to inhabit and hide, and turn out the lights. And watch as Roach Doctor's formula lures roaches in like metal to a magnet. After snacking on this bug buffet, it's cockroach doomsday. When roaches return to their hiding place, Roach Doctor's roach-killing formula can wipe them out, helping you solve your roach problems. To show how attractive it is to roaches, watch as we placed Roach Doctor in the middle of this tank and turned out the lights. Roaches can't wait to taste the bait, and within hours, most of the roaches are DOA, killing common nasty roaches at home or the office, inside or out. With Roach Doctor, getting rid of roaches is as simple as 1, 2, 3.
I've never seen anything work as fast as Roach Doctor. I had dead bugs within 24 hours.
I was amazed after putting the Roach Doctor under the baseboards. I had no roaches.
The Roach Doctor's fast. It happens now. As much as I hate roaches, I love Roach Doctor.
You can call me or get yourself Roach Doctor and save yourself a ton of money.
Get rid of nasty roaches. Call now and get not one, but 2 tubes of Roach Doctor for just $19.99. Just a couple of dabs does it, so one applicator can cover several rooms in your home. But wait, call now and you can double the offer and get 2 more tubes of Roach Doctor. Just pay a separate fee. Only Roach Doctor comes with our exclusive roach-free guarantee. If you see a single living roach after treatment with Roach Doctor, return the unused portion for a full refund. Get rid of roaches the easy way. Get Roach Doctor for just $19.99. Call now.
Call 1-800-871-1850. That's 1-800-871-1850 or visit by roachdoctor.com. So call 1-800-871-1850 now.
In an era of online retail where everything is just a few clicks away, buying a car should be no different. That's why at Carvana, you can buy a car 100% online. We made it easy to browse, view, and buy from over 10,000 cars. You can even trade in your old car, all while binge watching your favorite TV show. Afterwards, we'll deliver your car to you. Or you can pick it up from one of our car vending machines. Either way, your car comes with a 7-day return policy. So grab a seat, relax in your comfy pants, and enjoy.
Drive away in a new Ford at our lowest prices of the year. It's model year-end closeout time at Alpacker Ford Royal Palm Beach and Alpacker Ford West Palm Beach. Get our biggest discounts on every new Ford.
Drive a new Focus, now just $15,455 or $169 a month. Or a new EcoSport, just $18,455 or $159 a month.
In Royal Palm Beach and West Palm Beach. And remember,
before you buy, price Packer.
More devices, more apps, more streaming. Today, we need more speed than ever to stay connected. So we're making the best in-home Wi-Fi experience even better. We're giving our customers faster speeds and including them in our most popular plans at no additional cost. We've increased our speeds 17 times in 17 years, so you can keep streaming, sharing, and connecting like never before. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Help us stop the killing today.
Every season, every storm, every time you watch, trust in the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 81 degrees with showers. Tonight, thunderstorms likely, low 75, chance of rain 80%. Friday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon, high 87, chance of rain 40%. Friday night, thunderstorms early, low 74, chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
You know, sometimes after a hurricane, you can see some of the oddest things. And last night, maybe you were witness to this purple sky. How about what happened over Columbia, Florida? I mean, look at this. Well, it's just amazing, right? It's just a vivid color. Witnessed this in Apalachicola last night. Took a photo of it, posted it on my Twitter. Maybe you can take a look at it. I was stunned by the color of the sky last night. Kind of a lavender color. Really vivid, though. And maybe you were witness to that as well. You know, the thing about it is, folks, what happens there is just going to depend on the altitude and the water vapor size, the water droplet size in the atmosphere, what kind of colors you end up getting, or maybe even, you know, a lot of times just pollutants that are in the atmosphere, and then you can get a lot of different colors. And so we're refracting some of the longer wavelengths yesterday. Just really cool stuff yesterday. All right, let's show you what's going on here. This is East Point, Florida. Big trees that have been uprooted as a result of the wind and some of the surge here. Likely what happened here, because we're right along the water, we had some, you know, root systems that may have been compromised by the surge and the water that came in. Then in combination with the wind, it toppled them right over. And so you see these big root balls that are taken up now. And this is a tree that's actually, it's a tall tree. It's actually hanging over and sitting on top of now the eastbound lanes of US 96, unfortunately. So they'll have to, first of all, get the tree cut up, and then eventually they're going to have to get in there and they're going to get the road fixed. But a lot of repair work to do here, Dr. Navarro. You just, everywhere you look, there's something that you've got to clean up. But that's unfortunately, when you live along the water, it's the risk you run. When you're living in paradise and you live in Florida, you know that hurricanes are just a part of life.
Yeah, it's really sad, Mike. The images are sobering, but you can rebuild, right? You can rebuild things. The important thing is that you yourself stay safe, and we hope that that is what people did with this system. A very strong storm, and unfortunately still ongoing in portions of the Carolinas. Yes, Michael has weakened. It is now tropical storm, but we're still seeing a lot of heavy rainfall with the remnants of what was its eye wall. Those yellow and red colors that we're seeing still producing strong gusty winds, 60-70 miles per hour are potential there. And of course, the very heavy rain across southern Virginia, central Virginia, and north and central North Carolina. You can see all these areas in yellow, those yellow boxes showing you where the severe thunderstorm warnings are. Here's one that's in the Durham, North Carolina area, as well as Raleigh. You can see these areas impacted through the evening, 6:15 p.m. Eastern time. But just a heads up, this will likely be the area to watch as we head throughout the day for quick spin-ups of tornadoes, those strong gusting winds, and of course the very heavy rainfall. A tornado watch is in effect for this area until 9 o'clock Eastern time. You can see it extends out to the east here, so Norfolk, east, Hatteras, the Outer Banks, etc. We can still see some quick spin-ups of tornadoes, maybe some strong rotation coming in, and some of those outer bands. But taking a look at the reports here, in the last 24 hours, nearly 300 reports coming out of the southeast with Michael, many of them, of course, relating to flash flood. But unfortunately here, we still have a lot of heavy rain to come for portions of the mid-Atlantic, even spreading off into the north and east tonight as Michael makes its way offshore. That orange and yellow area shows you the areas we're looking for the strongest possibility of flash flooding, but many areas could potentially be impacted by this heavy rain as it comes in. In terms of the totals, some areas could still see 5 to 8 inches in some of those heavier pockets, but in general, 3 to 5 looks to be the case across the Delmarva, 2 to 3 as we head off into areas of New Jersey, as well as other parts of Virginia. Looks like we're getting the latest update here from the National Hurricane Center. This is the 5 o'clock advisory. Just give me 1 second. We'll have that pulled up for you here. We can see if we can get the graphic frame once again, but it looks like it is still a tropical storm here. Wind speeds holding steady at 50 miles per hour. Picked up a little bit of forward speed, now moving northeast at 24 miles per hour. It's now currently 20 miles to the north-northwest of Raleigh, North Carolina. So that steady speed will keep things moving throughout the day. Michael will continue its trek off into the Atlantic. Take a look at the forecast cone here. It will continue moving off towards Norfolk, Virginia, then moving off the shore here, likely bringing impacts, though, to the Delmarva and, of course, the coast of New Jersey, and then out into the Atlantic after that. So, Liana, we've seen many areas hard hit, the ones that are ongoing, but, of course, the images out of Florida, some of them are truly dramatic and striking.
Yeah, Dr. Navarro, especially Mexico Beach. And the video we're getting in shows you just how devastating Michael was. All right, let's go ahead and show you the video coming in from Mexico Beach, Florida. It's just devastating seeing all the homes that are completely gone. Just completely gone. Concrete slabs just remaining from those homes. And it's just a scene that we're seeing all too often here along the Florida beach that was impacted by Hurricane Michael. And of course, we do have still the remnants of it, the tropical storm trekking into the mid-Atlantic. But we're looking at the just homes, just skeletons of the homes. People are going to have so much to clean up heading back into their homes. And I mean, again, you're looking at boats just completely outside of their rain, and we're just seeing them way offshore. So again, we'll have continuing coverage of Tropical Storm Michael next.
If it feels like you live in the bathroom with recurring constipation and belly pain, talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Yes, Linzess treats adults with IBS with constipation or chronic constipation. Linzess can help relieve your belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Linzess is not a laxative. It helps you get ahead of your recurring constipation. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. So say yes to help for recurring constipation, yes to help for belly pain. Talk to your doctor and say yes, Linzess.
With worsening weather patterns, an aging vulnerable power grid, and the growing risk of cyber terrorism, power outages are a part of life now. That can be stressful because we depend on power more than ever. When the power goes out, we lose everything. We can't even charge our smartphones. Now more than ever, you need a Generac automatic home standby generator. With prices starting at just $19.99, you can afford to always have the power you need. With Generac, power stays on in your house, even if you're not at home.
I know that when the power goes out, that Generac is going to kick on and I'm going to have power powering my whole house.
If it's out for 15 minutes or 4 days, we're going to be okay.
We have control over what happens in our lives now.
Generac gives us that peace of mind because it is our power grid.
Call or go online to schedule your free in-home assessment. Generac has more than 5,000 dealers nationwide that will help you select a home standby generator that will meet your needs and fit within your budget. They'll discuss installation and provide you with a comprehensive estimate. It's a totally free assessment with no obligation to buy. Generac's automatic home standby generators start at just $19.99. Special financing is available with affordable monthly payments. Plus, with the Generac mobile link, you can check on your generator anytime from anywhere in the world. With the highest quality construction, exceptional dependability, and state-of-the-art technology, it's easy to see why Generac is the #1 brand of automatic home standby generators in the world. Call or go online to schedule your free in-home assessment. And if you act right now, you'll receive our 7-year extended limited warranty, a $695 value, absolutely free. Control your power and control your life with a Generac automatic home standby generator.
We heard of significant impacts at Tyndall Air Force Base.
It's going to take a while to clean up from something like this.
The widespread damage is the norm here. We've got sheet metal everywhere, power lines down galore.
Just incredible images out of Hurricane Michael. There's no question about that. And we appreciate you being here with us for our continuing coverage of the aftermath of Hurricane Michael. It has dealt a devastating blow to Florida, and we now know that more than 1 million customers are without power. And we know why. Incredible winds and incredible storm surge. And we've got power outages extend well inland because we had a hurricane that went well inland, maintaining its hurricane strength until late last night, until it finally was downgraded to a tropical storm. We still have a tropical storm out there, by the way. We got 50-mile-per-hour winds with the latest advisory, so Michael's not going away quietly. There's no question about that. Here in East Point, Florida, and we are east of Apalachicola, well east of Panama City, there are a couple things to point out here. The water's a lot better, a lot calmer today, but you look back here toward US 98 and a lot of the riprap that is here that's supposed to hold the water back and break up the waves. No match for the surge with Michael. And look at the lanes here, especially the southern lane here that goes eastbound. Completely compromised here and has collapsed as a result of the water and the waves that came in here. You can pass by there. There's parts of the westbound lanes also crumbled there, but there's a small area where you can squeeze through, and they've actually allowed through a few fuel trucks. But now the state troopers have put some cones there, and they've actually blocked off the road farther westbound from here. Let's bring in our hurricane expert, Dr. Rick Knabb. Dr. Knabb, the power of surge. My goodness, the things that we think are so strong, and us humans, what we do that we think is so smart, sometimes just no match for Mother Nature.
Water is so surprisingly heavy and damaging and often deadly, both at the coast and inland. And we've got some heavy rainfall producing flash flooding, even flash flood emergencies. I'll summarize that in just a little bit. The latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center on what is now Tropical Storm Michael has just been issued. The maximum sustained winds are set at 50 miles per hour now, and that's mainly the winds that are impinging on the coastal areas of North Carolina. We're not getting sustained winds of 50 in inland areas, but we're still getting, in many cases, at least gusts to tropical storm force. So there's still tropical storm warnings inland even over the Carolinas, and the danger of power outages, down trees. We've even had another fatality north of Charlotte, North Carolina today due to a tree falling on a vehicle. Latest track and intensity forecast from the Hurricane Center shows the center of Michael getting offshore by late tonight, early tomorrow morning, and this re-strengthening offshore will be as a non-tropical system. In fact, it's already starting to take on non-tropical characteristics. Major concerns for significant flash flooding here in North Carolina, Virginia, into the Delmarva, and even as this front comes through to take Michael out to sea, some flash flooding is even possible up in the Northeast and New England. So here it is in the visible imagery. It's a refreshing change over some of the Appalachians and down into Atlanta, Greenville, South Carolina, and down in the Panhandle. At least the weather is certainly improving. But in portions of the Carolinas and especially in Virginia, we've got a lot of heavy rainfall coming down. Virginia really taking the brunt of it. So is North Carolina. And one of the most concerning areas during the day today has been the Roanoke, Salem, Virginia area, where there's been a flash flood emergency in effect for quite some time now, for several hours, due to ongoing water rescues and evacuations. This flash flood emergency remains in effect till 8:45 p.m. Eastern time. Bottom line here is stay off the roads unless you're evacuating as told to. And even in that case, if you are trapped in a flooded community, in a flooded structure, and you can't get out in your car, don't try to do that. You could drive to your death that way. Get to the highest portion of your structure and call 911, and hopefully swift water rescue teams can come and get you. There's another flash flood warning in this very populated area of Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, till 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, and this flash flood concern will start to spread farther and farther northward and eastward. Look at later this evening how much we could be really getting flash flooding in the Richmond area, the Hampton Roads area, even getting up into Baltimore, and could have some urban flooding going on there in the overnight hours into Delaware and New Jersey. And by the early morning hours, as the center circulation is getting offshore, we still could have some problems for the commute there in extreme southern New England as it finally moves farther out by midday tomorrow. And all of this rain post-Florence is causing some of the rivers to rise again, especially in north central North Carolina, where you have some rivers in major flood stage expected later within the next several days.